What's going on, guys? It's your boy, the Boxing Lowdown, and I'm back here with another video. Now, as always, people, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like, and I'll happily get back to you. Now, this is my final thoughts, really, on the fight taking place this weekend between Kenichi Ogawa and Joe Cordina, taking place at the Motorpoint Arena in Wales. Massive test, the acid test for Joe Cordina at this stage of his career. Came into the professionals, with significant backing. Do you know what I mean? He's decorated amateur. He's got a great skill set. Just hasn't really captured I'd say, I don't know. It just hasn't really captured the imagination of the public yet, I would say. We know he's got the ability. There has been a few setbacks in terms of him being out there, but in terms of what he can bring, there's no doubt about his ability and skill set. He's going into it now against a world champion in Kenichi Ogawa, who I don't know too much about, if I'm really being honest, but I have seen him before, maybe once or twice, and I know that he is heavy-handed. So Cordina is going to have to be perfect at all times in this fight, from what I know. Ogawa is going to go out there. There's going to be no pressure on him. He's just going to go out there, do his job, and want to go back safely with his belt. Cordina has got, he's got the whole of Wales behind him. He's going to be in his own backyard. So yeah, while that crowd will give him a lift, there is huge pressure on those shoulders going in there, fighting in front of your home fans, wanting to bring the world title home, and kind of like, matching the expectations that were brought upon you when you first started in your pro career. Because I know, like, going into it, Cordina was one of the bright sparks of that Olympic team. And we know, like, you speak to any of the amateurs on the circuit, that came up with him, they'll tell you how talented he is. So, yeah, big fight here for him. Ogawa, he's going to come out, he's going to bring it. I think there's no doubt about that. Cordina has to be perfect, really, for 12 rounds. I can't really see him stopping Ogawa, but you never know. But I can't see him really stopping him. I think that he's going to have to box a punch-perfect fight, and he's got the capability to do that. For sure, he's got the capabilities to do that. It's just when it gets down and dirty in the trenches, Ogawa will still be there. He'll be throwing to the body, throwing punches to the head. Will he be able to succumb to that pressure? I think that's really going to tell in the mid rounds, because I think, looking at this fight on the surface, Cordina is very likely to build up an early lead in terms of, like, starting off well, being pinpoint, sharp and accurate. It's just those mid rounds, being dragged into those deep waters that you haven't been yet in his career. He hasn't really hit that stage in his career yet where he's been under real adversity. So I think Ogawa will take him there, and it's just going to be interesting to see, how he overcomes it when he does get there. That's the thing for me. But it's an interesting fight, nevertheless, man. You've seen, like I said, like, a lot of people out there in Wales are backing him. You've got Joe Calzaghe there. You've got Barry Jones is going to be there. He's a former world champion as well. All the former world champions from Wales are coming out and really rooting for Joe Cordina here. And, we'll see what happens. But I'm just curious because Ogawa now, he's going to, like I said, he's just going to go out there and needs to do his job. And we've seen in the past, on these type of fights, similar fights like these, where you bring a guy in that's not well known, but, like, well, with Ogawa, he is a world champion, so we've got to give him his respect. But you've seen on matchroom shows in the past where you've brought guys over, particularly from Mexico, and they've come and they've done a demolition job. They've literally come over and upset the apple cart. Don't be too surprised if that happens again here on Saturday. Do you know what I mean? It's all set up for Cordina to win. He's in his hometown. He's the bright young star, but don't be surprised if, like, Ogawa rips up the script. Like I said, it has happened before, and it tends to happen on matchroom shows. So yeah, listen, shout out to the team for another good fight. It is taking place on DAZN. We did discuss on the podcast yesterday the fact that with DAZN and the matchroom experiment, I don't believe it's fully worked yet. But there is still a long way to go. I just thought that, just recapping on what I said there, I just thought that, with Eddie Hearn and the DAZN experiment, if he was to forecast in the future and see where it is now compared to when he first started it, or when he first launched it here in the UK, I'm sure that he would have probably projected it would be a bit better than what it's doing. But, we're in unprecedented times right now. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. There's still a lot of time for it to become successful. I'm not ruling that out from him at all. But let me know your thoughts about this fight in the comment section below, man. Kind of been under the radar a little bit, considering that, it's not on Sky Sports. Also considering that Kambosos and Haney is taking place, as well as Fulton against Roman. But, you know, this is another good fight we've got to look forward to. The undercard is okay. You've got my boy Zelfa Barrett on there. Yeah, I'll be tuning in either way. Let me know your thoughts about this one on the comment section below, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.